Hello? Hello? How appropriate. Right as I was talking about that, I'm not gonna talk too much today. The mic is anyway muted. That's fine. That's fine. I wasn't gonna say anything. Thanks, Gabe. Thanks. It's fine. Okay, and I have to fix the gameplay as well. Why does it do this? As I was saying. Okay, hold up. I can't say as I was saying. I have to fix this first. Okay. I'll fix this. This is fine. Man, why does this happen? It's the most annoying thing to happen on this iPad. Just for no reason. For no reason. The stream just forgets my settings. It makes it smaller, which is funny. So it's not that it like completely forgets my settings. It just gives me new ones. Like, why? Why does it just make new ones every time? Okay, anyway. Gotta make this smaller. Man, every single time this happens, I actually forget how I set it up before last time. Oh, the Kank getting chased. That's not good. We're kind of in trouble now. Is that at an N, by the way? Did I see an N? Oh, yeah. No, it's a lizard. You know what? That's good enough progress, I guess. And with the Tide Turner rescue, she'll probably be able to get her server to like 90% with the robot. Okay, never mind. There is no robot. Ooh. Does that mean it's not worth rescuing now? Maybe. Shoot. I didn't think he would go do that. We'll still make it, but... I actually got body blocked by my own teammate. I would have avoided that, but I was just getting body blocked by my own teammate. That really sucks. Oh. I don't even know if that's like unlucky. Would you call that unlucky? Like that we both ran in the exact same direction? If I was just ahead of her, that would have been fine. But no, she was the one ahead of me, unfortunately. Oh, that's so annoying. I actually used my pick there thinking that he was going to use his jump. And not go for a basic so early, because why would he go for a basic so early? It doesn't make any sense. I will make the rescue if he goes for a basic from that distance. So that's why I was so confident. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to use the pig because he's not going to go for a basic. He actually did go for a basic. We still make the rescue anyway. So that's not what I'm worried about. It's not like that I won't make the rescue. It's just that was really annoying. Honestly, on top of that, we even should have avoided the double hit on top of that. You never know. Maybe he would like swing at me after he misses the smash, but because he hit me with the smash, he didn't even need to. Okay. That was a little bit unfortunate. Not a good way to start. Alright, that should be good enough. Okay, so, as I was saying, I still have a pretty weak voice, especially if you guys watched last week's stream. You'll remember that my voice was struggling a little bit, and so today I'm gonna do a little bit more of like a chill stream, something more like what I play. What I play like, try to play like at least, because this is not where I sit either. This is not where I most comfortably sit, but anyway. The point is, I'm going to be trying to play, like, not talking too much, because my voice is not going to like that. And so, I'm going to try to focus more on the game today. It's going to be more of like a chill stream, and less so on the talking. And that way, I'll even be thinking about what characters I'm picking, because nothing is better than me just going Lucky Guy randomly. That goes to show how much I'm thinking about my character every single stream. Well... Anyway, we're working on the cipher now. Did we, this novelist's, name looks familiar. Did we, I can't remember if that's Green. Is Green the mechanic or is Green the novelist? I don't remember. Or did he snipe his friends? Because this name looks familiar from yesterday. Novelist's name. I'm pretty sure that's Green. I can't remember, though. Where is he teleporting? Homie! Homie, the cipher is shaking. Where is he teleporting? Dude, also my hands feel so... It's not that they're sticky. It's, I gotta go wash my hands after this because... Man, what do they call it? They got those things out like Call of Abyss. Where it's like... It makes your hands less moisturized. What's it called? More dry. My hands don't feel really dry right now. They feel like when I drag them against the screen, it's really hard. It's really hard to drag them. What is that called? What is that called? I don't remember what that's called. Anyway. Your hands are oily? If they were oily, the screen would not be picking them up at all and they just slide against the screen. No, that's complete opposite of what I'm talking about. The exact opposite. You could not have named anything more opposite than what I'm experiencing right now. Oily! If my hands were oily, they wouldn't even be picking up on the screen right now, most likely. Imagine if Wu-Ching spawns on top of you. Yeah, that would have been nice. At the start of that match. What? When your hands are oily, it makes your screen shaky. Can I ask how your hands get oily? Is that an appropriate question to ask how your hands get oily? Is that a normal thing? Do some people's hands get oily? It's like you need to rest your voice so your throat can heal. That's exactly what I was just talking about, yes. Exactly. Thank you, Joseph. He reminded me. Just in case I forgot. Thank you, Joseph. Alright, I actually haven't played Magician at all since his buff. You know, I mean, we did some streams, but not only have I not played the game for like a week straight now, except Sunday. I played it on Sunday. So 6 days I didn't play the game. I streamed on Thursday. So I played the game then, but that was still Hunter rank, so haven't really played Survivor. I haven't had the chance to really play Magician lately. Man, who is the, this has to be green, right? I think this is green. I mean, I'm saying, I wrote on my stream that I'm playing with green. I don't even know which one is green. Pretty sure green is the prospector. He's the, you see, now it's easier because now there's just one Chinese name. I don't even know if that's Chinese though. Is that Chinese? I don't actually know it. It's not as obvious. Let me see. Did anyone announce the stream? No. Top Survivor rank featuring Green Chill Edition. By the way, I'm announcing the stream on my Discord server. You guys aren't in my Discord server. You can join the Discord server in the description below with the link. I hope that link still works. You know, every few months or so, I get someone telling me that the link doesn't work. And that link is supposed to be forever, by the way. I specifically click so that link lasts forever. And it never does last forever. So, I mean, I don't know. So I don't actually know how long it lasts. It might only last like a month. How do I know? I have no idea. Maybe it only lasts a month and it takes months for someone to notice. Because who's clicking that link, you know? People who watch me are either already in my server or probably not wanting to join. You know, it's either one of those two. The Hunter is wax artist. Nah, you use lotions. I don't use lotions. I see. But that makes sense, yeah. Can we feel my heart beat? Okay, that's a little bit strong. A little bit stronger than I expected. He's probably going to these pallets? Okay, no, he's not. I was about to say, that wouldn't be a very good kiting area against Wexers. Although, now that he has 1,000 presents, it would probably be just as easy to... What is going on? The guy is all the way over there. Why do I have a RP right next to me? He pings Hunter's near me. I check, and how did the Hunter get all the way on that side? On my side, I don't even know. Anyway. He's doing a good kite, though. Very good kite from our teammate. Okay, I don't even know why Prisoner bothered to connect my cipher. Am I gonna rescue? Okay. Let's put the audio up a little bit higher today. Disconnected to my cipher. That's cool. That's fine. Is that full presence? That's full presence now. Covers the window. Cross-sector dead. Is he gonna pick up? No, he's not. I'm not so sure he can quickly kill this Gravekeeper. It doesn't really matter because we don't even have a last cipher. Okay, that was pretty easy. I thought he'd make it last a little longer with those tall walls there, but he just straight up left the tall walls, so he just died immediately. Immediately is given how much distance he had, it was relatively speaking immediately. I'm definitely gonna rescue here though. The only issue is that full wax is a huge problem, so I feel like we have to rescue together. Just because if whoever he cuts off from far is gonna get hot waxed and killed to death. So we kind of have to stall. We're also here to body block, that's also fine. I can also body block. You see, right now if he hot waxed this prisoner, it doesn't actually do anything. He's still rescuing so early. This is fine. Ooh, that's not where I expected the Gravekeeper to run at first, but I guess that's okay. Are you gonna swing? Let's see if we can do this. The survivor can run through that though. No, he can't? He can't run through that? Oh, right. Only Magician can walk through that. I don't know why that's the case. Why did they make it like that? Thankfully, I left enough space for our survivor to go through. Uh-oh, he's coming back. Okay, cool shock, except... I thought he would go for the prisoner there. Considering prisoner just used his ability and he's right next to him. Right. So what's odd is that they made it so... It's confusing. You see, it's a little bit confusing because if the Gravekeeper gets his own illusion and uses an illusion, he can walk through it, but no one else can. So this is not like a Magician exclusive thing where only Magician can walk through his own illusion. Anyone who uses an illusion can walk through their own illusion, but only the person who used it can walk through. Which is like a little bit odd. I don't know how I feel about that. What's up, guys? Focus on decoding. Oh, no, he's right there. I see his red light. Oh, there it is. He found dungeon. Cool. And he already used warp, so I am going to get crows here before we get escape, but I'm not going to get crows. Where are my crows, bro? If the hunter still had, like, warp available, it would be a little bit more ideal to ping that the dungeon is here a little bit later so you don't get crows right before we escape. But that's just if he has, like, warp or something. If he has a way to stop us to actually get there once he knows where we are. Is it like Wu Ching? Does he have warp, you know? Is it a hunter that can stop us from going to where we need to go, you know? And it's not, it's just wax artists, so we can just ping early, hey, the dungeon is here, can you guys just leave? And yeah, sure enough, they went ahead and left. I wonder if we would have still won that game if I didn't have dungeon there. I'm not so sure if we would have. I feel like he saw my shadow there, and so then that's why he started going small bow, unless he just randomly went small bow. I wasn't really so... I was a lot more careless with hiding my tracks and showing where I am once I see where dungeon is. But it could be that I may have not made it out if dungeon was not exactly there. Right. Okay. We're gonna bid these three. This is like 2v8 levels of support. the awkward illusion. Yeah, that was my bad. I forgot. It's again, it's kind of confusing because if anyone uses an illusion, they can walk through their own illusion. But for some reason, the other survivors cannot. Whoever used the illusion, they can go through. Whoever didn't use it, they can't. I'd be more understanding if this was like Magician exclusive. Only Magician can walk through his illusion because he's like an expert with his illusions. No, anyone can walk through their own illusion. It's just if it's a matter of if they were the one that made the illusion, you know. Man, I'm really tempted to play Mind's Eye here. You know what? Let's go Composer. It's Hospital. We don't have a decoder. If you don't have a decoder on Hospital, whoever takes Hospital essentially is at least guaranteed a tie-worthy Kai, if not a winning Kai. And plus, it'll help out your team for the rest of the game as well, getting that 20% faster decoding. We could have also gone Mind's Eye. I was thinking about the Mind's Eye, but I don't want to troll green. I want green to get like, oh man, so he's going Mind's Eye. Even though it did go pretty well last time we played Mind's Eye. It did go pretty well, and the buff to vaulting, there were a couple times where it saved my life. And so it's nothing to laugh at. It is noticeable. But Composer's just going to be a little bit safer than Mind's Eye, just in case it's something like Geisha, or in this case Ripper. Then we're going to love to pick a survivor that has like speed up or something like that. And Composer does that. Composer does that really well. He's probably the best decoder out of all the decoders at actually kiting, which is something that I do enjoy. Okay. Is he chasing someone or is he not? I have to be careful here because obviously I don't want to get chased. Okay, Hunter's nearby right now. Yes! I called it. He actually did leave his target. I called it, man. I knew it. Whew, that game sense kicking in. Oh, he just went to statue. We need to ping that. Hunter, by the time I ping it, it's going to be too late. Where even is that? Decrepit Cottage? He's already chasing someone by now, probably. One of these days, I'll memorize all the names, but for now, I'm just going to memorize that ruins is apparently Decrepit Cottage. Apparently, there's 2 sheds on a hospital. One of them is decrepit and the other one is not. Like, I mean, good to know, I guess. Good to know. What does decrepit even mean? I don't even know. Well, that was a really good call on me there to actually avoid the Hunter. We also know he has peepers, which I should ping that. I'm gonna have some trouble. Oh, auto mode activated. Thank goodness. Because I don't know where this stuff is right now. Hunter has peeper. You know what? They probably already know that by now. Who am I kidding? Peeper's cooldown has ended. That wasn't even what I meant to say. Oh, they know he has peepers now. Okay. That was really good, Palson. I'm surprised he didn't, like, Foggy Blade him. He might have, like, baited the swing and then dodged it and then swapped. That's maybe what he did. Anyway. Man, I don't even want to think about what this game would be like if I got found right there. It would not be anywhere close to as easy as it is right now. You know, that's the thing, guys. You don't have to be Explorer to hide well. Anyone can really hide. It's just all about knowing the time to do it and stuff like that. Right now, we're in a stage of a game where the Hunter could honestly just swap to Trump Card Teleport and just YOLO it. So I'm going to hold on to my ability right now. I'm not going to use it to speed myself up to the Cypher. Just in case. Do we have a last Cypher, though, is the question. Okay, we do. It's by ruins, though. That's not great. There is a ping for that to get out of that area. Looks like he's going to switch targets onto the Cypher. That's a pretty smart move from this Hunter. Because if he just goes after the Novelist, he's not going to be able to kill him in time. There's a chair timer here, has to wait out. Mercenary... I guess Mercenary can die to a big Foggy Blade plus a basic. But besides that, he'll probably be able to make a rescue. So it's a good move from this Hunter to go ahead and swap targets there. Last-ditch effort to try to maybe get a fast kill or something. At least get some damage in, but... it's taking a long time, honestly. It's not looking like it's going to be worth it for him. It was his best shot, though, so to be fair. He could still warp, I guess, but if he does not kill that Mercenary, and he warps on us or teleports, then the Mercenary is just going to finish that Cypher at runes. He needs to kill that Mercenary before he does anything else. He cannot go after the Novice, he cannot go after us until he kills that Mercenary. That Mercenary is pressuring that Cypher right now. So until that happens, he cannot leave that Cypher, and if he does, we're going to get it popped no matter what. But he's out of time. We get this one done as well anyway. 86%. Composer doing work this game. Cypher's primed. I'm not sure if I want to pop that yet. He looks like he's in a really bad area right now. That's a really bad area to be cutting at. I'll pop it since he said focus on decoding, but I don't really know how he's going to survive here. Okay, thankfully he's not invisible, and invisibility is not the scary part, it's the speed that comes with it. So it looks like he's not going to be his max speed now. It's going to take him out, but it's all the way in the corner. Marisha can technically die right now to basic. Get my extra points. No, I didn't get my last one. You get 120 every time you use your ability. Oh, it's deaf. Green is novice? Yeah, green is novice. Green is the Chinese name. It's gonna get confusing once there's more than one Chinese version if you don't read Chinese. Mandarin. Do people get mad at you for saying like Chinese instead of Mandarin? I didn't even know that was a thing until my brother started taking Chinese classes in his high school. And then he would tell me that it's Mandarin. I'm like, what? It's Mandarin? It's called Mandarin, not Chinese? I'm like, okay. I wonder if like there's people who would take offense to that. No, Chinese is the ethnicity of the person, or whatever you call it. The background of the person, their culture, not their culture. We're confusing terms a little bit too much here. You get what I'm trying to say, right? The background of the person, I think, is the best one. It's their background, not a language. Get it right, Psyche. All right. Anyway. Well, that was a fun game. Moon River Park, yeah, it really is called Moon River Park now. And I know it was called Moonlit. I swear Moonlit. This has gotta be one of the craziest Mandela effects of all time. Is that what it's called, a Mandela effect, where you think something is supposed to be a different way, but it's been the same the whole time, or something like that? Or maybe you thought it was different and really it's been the same? Did I just say the same thing 2 times in a row? I don't know. That's the Mandela effect right there. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm pretty sure it used to say moonlit, like lit at the end of moon. Because why would anyone be calling it moonlit? Who's calling it moonlit? Exactly. It must have been called Moonlit when the game came out. Moon River Park. I don't know, man. Oh, we got Maxi profile picture here. Welcome, Maxi. Cancelled. I'm gonna get canceled because I can't read my Chinese duo's names apart. Is Green from RVL? Yes. Well, he joined. He's not like an OG, but yes, he is an RVL. I would say like Paul is from RVL. Like that dude originates from RVL. He's never been anywhere else until like lately. I guess it's the same way of saying it though. It doesn't really matter. Okay. Ooh, it's a wheel. Too bad I didn't pick Gravekeeper. Okay. It's a little bit odd. Usually what wheels will do is they will try to spike the rescuer. If they're gonna pass by the rescuer, then they may as well like spike him, so it takes time to de-spike. That only makes sense to do if there's no windows by his spawn, you know. If there's windows, and these are pretty decent windows against wheel. You know, one side is short, but it's got like these annoying walls that like branch out that are very annoying for a wheel to turn around. And the other one is a longer wall. And so, ironically enough, the longer wall is, it's actually... How did he immediately die? How did he get 2 spikes immediately? When he got hit by 1 spike, he didn't actually go upstairs? I don't understand in what world he immediately dies there and he's still on the first floor too. Yikes. Generally speaking, not rescuing against wheel is not a good idea. So our meteorologist saying don't rescue here. I wouldn't recommend it. Green is gonna go rescue here instead. It's very important to understand that I know people like to be like, oh, he died instantly, don't rescue him. It's not as simple. It's not as simple as like, oh yeah, the person died very quickly, let's not rescue them. It depends on too many things. It depends on what their survivor is, how good their revive potential is, Can they rebound in the area that they got shared in? Did they die by any ciphers? How much cipher progress do you guys have? And do you have any other survivors that can like support and help this man out? Does he have flywheel available? Is the flywheel useful against this hunter? Like right now, it might be worth the rescue on prisoner if he has flywheel. For example, even though he died instantly, it's all about, is it worth my health? And is it worth the novelist's health to go rescue? And it also, we have to consider the hunter. I forgot, that's the most important part. Like, there's like, I named like 7 different things about what decides whether you rescue or not. And just it being wheel alone is a pretty good enough reason on its own. We cannot dodge that, that's impossible to dodge. Just it being wheel is honestly a good enough reason, because if we don't rescue, it's very easy to pressure. Man, seriously? Okay, this is not a smart wheel. Why would you go all the way over there? You think I'm gonna elbow pad and take a full hit just to rescue someone who's anyway dead? Not a great move from him, but you know what? I guess he did that. Oh, you know what? I see why he did that. I'm playing mercenary, so I got him in checkmate. I got him in checkmate situation right there. Honestly, that might even be better not to rescue there, because what that did now is it prevented him from pressuring the ciphers, at the very least. But if this meteorologist doesn't do a good kite here, then it doesn't really matter. So we got him in checkmate right there. Oh, I wish I could tell her right now that he's going around. We got him in checkmate there, because I just realized, if he releases his wheel right next to me, oh boy, this is not good. Maybe we can dodge? It's not possible. If it's a good wheel, it's not possible. It has to be like a bad wheel. If he has a snap, he'll snap us here. If he doesn't, we'll last quite a bit longer. What's he gonna go for? He's gonna go for a greedy trap. Okay. And a snap. There you go. Is it blink? That looks really suspicious. I feel like it's... I'm really scared to drop this pallet right now. I don't want to get blinked right now. Right now, he just desperately wants someone to get chaired. Yeah, he is switching targets. I don't know, that's really strange there. Really strange there that he would snap and then go sideways of like the pallet. He wouldn't go straight for me. Kind of like walk sideways there. Okay. Unfortunately, he's gonna get hit here. I really want to heal up here. Healing up would be fine, I would say. Or doing the cipher machine. Either one is okay. Okay, he wants to code. I don't know, man. It's just that this cipher machine, it's so easy for Wheel to protect. I don't think it does us much good. Okay, he is going to commit, thankfully. Ooh, that was a really bad... That was really bad from the hunter right there. He didn't even get anything out of that. So, like, you see how easy it is to... like, we basically have to commit to the cipher now. Look at us both knowing how to cancel the animation. That's kind of funny. Hold up. The problem is that I'm going to die here. Maybe I should have popped. Should I have popped that? I guess I should have popped that. Dude, can you... This game is not over. Can you go help us? This game is very much not over. This guy just... Okay, or someone remind me to block this person. I'm 100% forgetting after this match. Nice flywheel. There you go. Completely deserved, honestly. I guess I should have just popped, but the problem with popping there is I'm going to immediately go down. He's going to go and wheel for him. He's probably going to kill someone else. It just doesn't make sense. But I guess also, I guess at the same time, committing doesn't make sense and not committing doesn't make sense. That's the problem right there. Both of our options sucked. Neither were good options. Yeah, hopefully he just goes in wheel here. Can you just go in wheel? We really need to stall out the rescue right now. Try to get time on the cipher machine. Nice. He has to choose one person here. He might go for the Cypher though, yeah, he is. Good, dodge the full presence. Abnormal again, yeah. This is really tough. It's not over still. It's still not over. Yeah, he's coming back to Cypher thinking that I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it right now. It doesn't make sense. Man, the problem is now, full presence kills me though. I have to like dodge his wheel while trying to de-spike here. He'll swing probably. Nope, he didn't. We're in checkmate now. He's just gonna trap. Okay, well I guess we can die at least further away from the chair, I guess. Further away from the Cypher, further away from our teammates. I really don't like that she was searching the chest right there. Okay. I wish she got a more helpful item. Syringe is very bad right now. She's not gonna have time to heal herself. Okay, this is good though. This is good. So you see, this game was very much... Like I said, this game was very much doable. Meteorologist just giving up for no reason. You could tell that she's not experienced in this game if she thought that's over. Like, the game was not over. And she gave up like that. Imagine where we would be if she just stood there. We're actually in a tie position right now. Okay, not going for me. Do a one-sided dish. Someone again, remind me to block this person. Just say it in chat. Someone just be like, block this meteor. Whether or not you think that you should block them, I just want to block them. I guess if you don't want me to block them, you're not gonna say anything. Okay. Still got the tie here. Pretty good there. Again, like, we could pop there. We could speed up the game, but there's no guarantee we're getting that tie. The chance of tying if we block. I read someone's message at the same time I said that. The chances of us tying that game, so if I choose to block there, it's problematic because I'm gonna pop, Novice picks himself up, I'll heal myself, but I'm gonna immediately get hit, or he gets immediately hit. And now he has someone on the ground. He's got 30 seconds. That's how long it takes to heal yourself up from the ground. He's got 30 seconds to kill someone else with his wheel on Moonlit. Not like a map that is not that easy to kite wheel on. Not a lot of good windows or pallets to use, frankly. And so we could have sped that game up, but we would have been in a lot of trouble. We have a knockdown person, no one would have been at the gates, and he's going to be immediately chasing someone. He has 30 seconds to kill them before that person dies. Oh, did I just block the prisoner? Did I block the wrong person? Did I block the wrong person? Did I actually block him? Who did I block? Let me see. No, I blocked the right person. No, there was a block button next to the person. That doesn't mean I blocked him. That means the game's asking me, do I want to block him? When you block someone, then it disappears. But if you didn't block them, then it's still there. Oh, these names look familiar. What did I say, guys? These names look familiar. I mean, who is this? Fool's Gold? Is this a Fool's Gold? Who should I be worried about right now? I mean, if this is Fool's Gold, he's gonna have trouble against Wildling. You blocked the meteor? Thank you. Okay, good. Don't worry, Psyche, I'm good at reminding us. Thank you, Joseph. That blog only works for 1 week. That's not even really true. Oh, I guess today's Monday, so it does last a week. It lasts until the next Monday. So if you block on Sunday night, then that block disappears on the next day. Psyche guesses duo challenge. I've memorized his name by now. I'm familiarized. Okay, I think the hunter spawned at the graveyard gate. And that was a clutch tie though. Played that game at the end there pretty well, honestly. Okay. Spider. Played that pretty well at the end there, I would say. Again, like, maybe we should have popped. It's hard for me to know for sure. If our teammates have flywheel, it might be advantageous to block there. Sorry, to not block. To pop. Just because our teammates can probably survive if the hunter chooses to go for like full presencing. And he didn't have full presence, to be fair. He just used it on me and the novelist. So if I pop there, at least he doesn't have full presence ready. That is another consideration there to think about, that maybe we should have popped, but honestly, I think it came out okay still. I was pretty certain. I was certain that we were gonna lose once Amiral just started walking. Sorry, just started emoting instead of like running to the chair doing something, giving me time to heal myself or something. He just ran right next to me, didn't even help with the heal. Pretty solid kite from the postman so far. We're also playing Wildling and we got our Cypher disturbed at the start of the game, so the fact we're still at 70% progress here is pretty good. I could even get on my pig to try to support him. I don't think it's a really good idea against Spider. It's so easy to like dodge out the way as her, just because you're so fast. We're not going to be able to do the Cypher. Okay, he actually chaired there and not at this chair, which I'm not so sure if that's better or worse. It's easier. It's going to be easier to code the Cypher now, but it's going to be harder for him to rebound because these 3 pallets would be better against Spider. Where is it? Where's our next Cypher? Sears over there. Journalist does get immediately hit there. Okay, it looks like we're going to be doing this Cypher. I'd rather do that one, but technically 10% is a significant amount of progress. It may not seem like it, but 15%, that's like 12 seconds less we have to do a Cypher machine. That's gonna be quite a big difference maker. And I can even help out a little bit as well here, but not for long. We just have to go. He won't be able to kill us off this pig. We just go straight after chair. Normally you'd want to go like around, not in a direct route, but he can't do anything to stop us on our pig. He can swing twice, but after that, not much else. Nice. He does go for a regular swing. We can safely drop this. No. Nice. That was a really good dog from our teammate right there. Okay, I just don't want to take a hit right now. Oh, you know what? I'm so stupid. I should have blocked the window. I'm so bad at supporting. Because I should have just blocked that window right there. That was much better, at least. I should have blocked that window. I should have kept vaulting it. I forgot I have tides for him. I was like thinking, oh, I don't want to take a hit because I want to keep body blocking for him. No, because I was like, I didn't want to waste my hit when my teammate is already at a window that he'll be able to survive at. That was my logic there, only to realize that I could have done the exact same thing for much longer had I just gone and kept vaulting the window. That would have been a much better play there, especially because it's a window that the hunter cannot just walk around. This is not good though. I wonder if she's gonna pop. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Obviously not a great situation still, but... See, I don't like that this journalist is just walking there. You know how easy it is to see her shadow if you're the hunter in this situation? I guess she didn't see it because she's playing Spider. Spider's like, her camera's really low to the ground. I wonder if it would be better for me to do this. I wonder if she has like knowledge that the hunter's coming. Why did she get off? She's not seeing hunters nearby, so... Oh, that's how she has her knowledge. Didn't even know. Okay, well the pig still is gonna last for 40 seconds here, which is gonna be more than enough to make it to this gate. If she teleports, then I can still run over to that exact same chair. Why is she supporting? Why is she pressuring? It's gonna be a lot harder for her to make it to the gate than for me. I'll stay right here somewhere in the middle. Yeah. So she's not going to be able to make it, but I still can't. It would make more sense if she went for it. Can you run through this? Yeah, you can. Good to know. I thought it would be like a mercenary where if you get caught by a web in the middle of your elbow pad animation, it actually cancels the elbow pad. But only if you're in the middle of doing the elbow pad. Once you finish the animation, you're like launching yourself. Once you're in the middle of your, if you're in the middle of your animation and you walk through the web, it does cancel it. But if you already finish it and now you're like in the second phase of the elbow pad of like launching forward, then what ends up happening is you do still walk through the web. You still go right through the web. It doesn't slow you down or do anything. Bleasdale, what's up, Mickey? Even Twitter has a better block system. Yeah, the block system on IDV sucks. It doesn't really make sense to... Maybe... I mean, who am I kidding? Maybe other games it's completely normal to permanently block people and never match with them. Like League of Legends. Does League of Legends have a block system? It probably does, but is it permanent? If the answer is yes, then I don't see why Identity 5 can't be permanent either. Especially because League of Legends. You're going to be sitting with your same teammates for a long time, you know. It doesn't really make sense to be temporary banning people, to temporarily not play with them. Because next week, or however long the temporary period is, you're going to have like another... Those matches last 40 minutes, 30 minutes. I don't know how long they last. It wouldn't really make sense for it to be temporary. Because they will make your next 30, 40 minutes miserable. As opposed to IDV. Maybe that's why IDV doesn't have permanent. I don't think there's anything wrong though with permanent bans though. Why not? Doesn't really make sense. You're saying that barely anyone plays IDV? I don't think that's a good enough reason. We're getting 3-second matches here, guys. Barely anyone plays IDV, but I get matches in less than 3 seconds once you're at a higher level in the game. Ironically enough, it's actually harder to find people in the lower tier. And, you know, if you can't find anyone, you can always go back and unblock those people. Like, that could always be something you think about, but... Come on, how likely is it going to be that even if you blocked a dozen people, how likely is it going to be that those dozen people are preventing you from finding matches? It doesn't really make sense, right? Like, how would blocking 12, 20, 30, even 100 players? There's way more people playing this game than 100. So, I don't think it should make it much longer, if at all. Here's my watch. Basement of Shack. You can actually see exactly where he is every time he pings. It's the inside cipher. Inside front gate. He does end up hitting the puppet there, okay. It's pretty no skill here, what it takes to play Puppeteer. Puppeteer is a pretty low skill character here. But it's really hard to win games when you have Puppeteer on your team. Because Hunter abilities are pretty fast, it has to be Go Man, Shadow, something like that. Like, Nightwatch having like a 12-second cooldown and he gets another ability on top of it after using his ability. Prospector Magnet, cool. You know, it just doesn't make sense to play Puppeteer when we banned Shadow, we banned Opera Singer, we banned Goman. Guys, Hula Blue is on the tip, which is not even that great for somebody playing Puppeteer. I know this guy is like first Puppeteer and he said hi to me. No, nothing against him. I'm just saying for you guys' sakes, like Puppeteer, low skill character in all honesty, and because of the lack of like variety of things you can do with the puppet, you're very limited. You just kind of have to usually play it safe, unless you know the exact hitbox of every hunter, which, you know, that would make you a better Puppeteer if you do, so that you're not wasting your puppet when you don't need to. But usually, you're using it when you need to. I'm not saying that people are using their puppet when they don't need to. Still, no, there's just not a whole lot you can do. Hunter gets so many abilities. You use your ability 3 times, you get Blink Out, cool, but that's not going to be enough for a win. You know, rank is kind of like a waste of time if you guys don't win. Just because we only get like +1, +2, +3, you know. In tournaments, it's good. It's great. Oh, that's a stun. Tournaments is great because, because, you know, those ties mean something. If you tie and then your hunter can do better than their opponent hunter did, then you just won yourself the round. That's giving you money in your pocket that you could be winning from that tournament. We don't get anything for tying our matches. We get +1, +2, +3. Those people out there in tournaments, when they play with stuff like Puppeteer and Mechanic, these are very tie-oriented characters in a meta where it's very hard to even just tie. But that's if they play the top 3 best hunters, which we ban. Okay, so it's realistic for us to win. Therefore, no need to be playing these tie-oriented characters who just don't have enough, who don't have consistent kiting abilities to consistently win. And Mechanic is like, even right now, Mechanic is just barely dragging us through this Cypher. I feel like we would have had that Cypher done if it was just any other character. I know the Mechanic helps out the Cypher, but it takes time to move the doll. It takes time to hide the doll, to make sure you don't get chased. Honestly, I'm kind of shocked that we're actually in the end game right here. This is not helping me prove my point right now. Puppeteer is much better when detention hits. You see, I will say. I will admit, he will be able to survive a detention hit if he was at like quarter injury, you know, 3/4 full health, 1/4 injured. If he uses the puppet, he'll become 1/2 injured. He cannot even suck me right now because I'm in the shovel. So I can just sit here and see what he does. It's better this way, just so he doesn't have more info. Sorry, not more info. He knows that we're here, obviously, so he does have that information. But since we didn't leave, he doesn't know if we're still here. He doesn't know if we might go help out the Prospector. He doesn't know where Mechanic is. So us staying around means it's another chance for us to help the Mechanic. You know, there's a lot of reasons not to leave if you don't have to. He could jump over this right now. And I can tell he can jump over it because... Let's see, is he actually going to go for it? He dies, by the way. Detentionist still kills him, by the way. He's just using this for the speed up. Because when you injure yourself, whenever you get injured as Puppeteer, you get an 8% speed buff for 8 seconds. That includes when you use the puppet, because when you use the puppet, you injure yourself. So, he's just using there for the speed up. Unfortunately, Dozer wasn't there, and I don't think he would have made it anyway. He would need a flywheel at that point, which... Don't think he had, because he just... vaulted a pallet and he was super fast after vaulting the pallet. So yeah, last game we banned Opera, Shadow, Goman. Those were all the best things that you can play Puppeteer against, and we just banned them, so Puppeteer gets little to no value, unfortunately. Somehow though, we were still able to actually win that game though, so I guess Prospector did some good support. And the puppet, you know, I'm not gonna lie, the puppet is nice to help your rebound. The problem with doing that is that if you have to use your puppet just to get off of the chair, then what about now that Thunder has their abilities? How are you going to deal with that now? So you anyway usually die right afterwards. I gotta go blow my nose. The Hunter didn't ban anything.
Oh, hi. Oh, yeah. Ah.
Let's see here. The problem with picking Wildling is that Hula Blue, when he puts 3 colors on Wildling, he actually gets him off his pig. You can just ignore the pig as Hula Blue. Same thing with Gamekeeper, right? It's just like with how Gamekeeper hooks Wildling off his pig. When Hula Blue uses 3 colors on a Wildling and injures him, it throws him off his pig. It doesn't go to the pig. The injury doesn't go to the pig. It goes to the to the actual Wildling. So maybe I should not pick Wildling. Yeah, it is Hula Blue. Now, I've heard a lot of people, mostly in my competitive team, so I guess like 2 or 3 people, that's not really a lot. They've been saying that Hula Blue is the worst of the 4 best hunters in this game. So the 4 best hunters in this game, for those that don't know, Opera, Shadow, Goman, Hula Blue. He used to be the best, up there with Goman. Sometimes Goman would be a little bit better. It really depends on the situation in the map, but overall, Hula Blue was overall the best hunter, just in general. And what's it called? But now after the nerf, they've been saying that out of the 4, he's the worst, which I don't really believe. I'm not so sure if I believe that. I don't think reducing his swing does much, guys. You can still get guaranteed hits off with the clone. I know you only get like 1 less jump now. And dude, look, honestly, I feel as though, if I'm being honest, that they were exaggerating a bit, because his movement speed got nerfed by 0.08. 0.08, guys. That's how much his movement speed got nerfed. I was saying that his movement speed should be that of a regular hunter, and I think he would be balanced. He might have to readjust some values here and there with the other abilities, but I thought that would already be balanced, considering that he's basically like Blood Queen. He basically gets guaranteed hits off with his clone, as long as he doesn't miss. But I'm not so sure he's the worst of the 4 hunters, so I don't know how this Hula Blue is missing so many clones, though. He's gone through multiple sets of clones, still struggling here to knock down the Psychologist. I don't know about this Owl. Okay. It's kind of hard to give an Owl, especially because she only has 1 color, so it all depends on if... Man, really? He got... I pressed the wrong button. It's completely pointless to use the Whistle if you're going to use the pig. So this is really bad. Okay, he is going to give me the Owl here, which is perfect. Though I don't know if he would be able to stop this rescue regardless. Would he be able to stop it? If he puts a well-placed clone and if he has full presence, he would be able to stop, but he doesn't have full presence. So right there, as you guys see, using the Whistle and then using the pig is pointless. Okay, we're going to go help out that Cypher. Using the pig and using the Whistle and then the pig is pointless because the Whistle stops. So the hunter gets their Tinnitus back and you just get on the Whistle and you put yourself on a cooldown unnecessarily. So I mean, I feel like Hula Blue still is a very strong hunter, guys. When they say, okay, that was a good flywheel though. That was a devious flywheel. When they say that he's way worse, although that might be true in the scope of Hula Blue now versus then, I think in reality, compared to all the other characters in this game, okay, I guess we are just gonna pop. Because he doesn't have borrowed time anyway. A little bit sad, I know. But you see, the problem is now Archer can go down here. Ugh. But as I was saying, although he may be way worse from what he once was, saying that he's in the top 4 doesn't mean that much, because the top 4 hunters are so much better than the top 5 hunters. Whoever the 5th best hunter is, they are so much worse than the worst 4th hunter in this game. Like Shadow, Opera, Goman, Hulu, it doesn't matter who you think is the worst out of those 4, because they are all so much better than the next best 5th hunter you can pick. They're so much better than Nightwatch, so much better than Waxer, so much better than Clerk. They all have huge glaring weaknesses. Like Nightwatch, it's really hard to stack up charges early game. Clerk gets destroyed by harassment and support. Waxers dies to the map and tall walls. And they have huge glaring issues where Opera, Shadow, Goman, and Hulu, they have much weaker. They have like, out of all those, Shadow probably has the biggest core issue right now with the new tech found out with how you can just crouch right next to something. You don't have to crouch, you just have to look away from a wall or something. And that alone is enough to spawn the gravestone below you or away from you. That is pretty stupid, that is pretty busted, but keep in mind that every area has a height, so for the most part she's still left in a state where she has very little weakness. You know, you have a ghost on you, the ghost cannot be seen. That means you always get the surprise factor on Survivor, which is very important in this kind of game, where survivors are already moving away from where you want to go. If they know that you're going there, then they're already going to get off. Especially in like a team scenario where everyone's on voice chat in a tournament setting. You know, if every single move that you do as a hunter is broadcasted when you're trying to find your first target or your second target, it can be very hard to find anyone just because you're always getting like on broadcast, like in the VC. You always know where you're at. So a few clever like rotations or a good hiding spot, and you could be in a lot of trouble as the hunter. Shadow doesn't have that weakness just because Shadow is invisible. You don't know where she's gonna go. Counter is 5 wins. Thank you so much, Lancer. So yeah. And basically what I'm trying to say is the best 4 hunters, even if Hula Baloo is the worst out of the 4 hunters, who cares? He's still so much better than all the other hunters. At least I think so. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't think that guy. I don't think we should judge off that last hunter that played that game. Hula Baloo still gets nerfed a lot. We could just toss it up to him not playing Hula Baloo in a while. I still consider him a very strong hunter, though. Like, saying he's so much worse, does it really mean anything? Not really, because the top 4 hunters are, like, on another level. They're at the god level. If there was an S tier, if there was a level above S tier, that's where they would be. All these 4 hunters, they deserve to be in god tier right now. There's no other hunter like them that are as stupidly busted as them. Even with all their nerfs, they're still equally strong. So just imagine how good they were before all their nerfs. Do you want to imagine that? No, you don't want to. It is stupid. It is stupid how good they are even after their nerfs. They are at a different plane of existence than all the other hunters. So to say that Hula Baloo is like the worst out of the top 4 hunters doesn't mean a lot, because he has not. I don't think he has like degraded down past that godly existence of plane. What am I even talking about right now? That godly plane of existence. I don't think he's below that. I think he's still quite a bit higher. He's still extremely good hunter. He's still stupid that he can double hit through walls, by the way. I don't even know if, like, once you use him at a high level, there could be some of you guys being like, oh, but he only gets like 1 hit, you know, 2 hits, 2 clones, 2 hits. It takes 6 clones, 6 hits, but only 3 abilities because each ability gives 2 clones, right? You have to keep in mind that on top of that, he could even hit through walls. If the clone hits a survivor, then if your main body is close enough to that survivor, then whatever color you have on your main body also applies to survivor, even if they're behind a wall, even if they're behind a pallet, even if they're behind a window. It literally doesn't matter in every single scenario. They're just able to... Oh no, this is not good. They're just able to take advantage. Ooh, this is not good either. Honestly, she should have double hit me right there. I was screwed. I think that's a big mistake for her not to get the double hit right there. We also have a leech remover right now, so we can help our other teammates. I guess I'll use this. You know, this does affect the main body, I'm pretty sure, so the main body also cannot get tinnitus, which, you know, it's kind of important to, you know, track around, try to find survivors, see if there's anyone near your main body to leech with, you know, if you're just checking periodically. Man, do I really want to rescue again? What am I gonna do here? And also, why are we healing the wildling? The wildling just gonna use the pig. Oh, she just went down? She was near the hunter that whole time and she gave me that health? Ooh, I don't like that choice. I don't think that was a good choice. I thought she was like at least in safety. I thought maybe she had like a teammate near her to just heal her up after she heals me. You know, kind of like a Wi-Fi heal, like, okay, just let's heal the wildling. You know, since I'm anyway going to be able to get healed near this other star. I thought we had something like that going on. That's why I accepted it. That's why I didn't want to like be like, no, don't heal me because we don't need to. You see, I didn't really know what's going on her end. So I'm like thinking, okay, I'm just going to assume best case here that she knows what she's doing. Unfortunately, there against Dreamwitch, who's going to just have spams of blinks. Being at half health is the worst thing possible. The only person who can get away with it is Wildling, ironically enough. The person we heal. Why? Because he gets on his pig, there's nothing she can do about it. Even one blink is not going to do anything. Because that you need 2 blinks, and what about a 3rd blink to actually kill the Wildling with? That was a numbskull play. But mistakes happen, to be fair. Mistakes do happen. Maybe she didn't realize that there was a leech there. We definitely need to keep decoding here. Okay, that's not going to be possible right now. Okay, it looks like she doesn't care, though. I need to help out this antiquarian. If possible, we want to help her out. If she's getting chased by her leash, there's not a whole lot we can do. But she's not pinging right now, so I'm just assuming... Great. Okay, so she actually was getting chased. You know what, though? I think it still is worth it to go after her. Why? I'll tell you why. Because she can only have 1 leech in this area right now. She's using the other leech to guard the Cypher. So our pig is going to be very good here. Pretty sure this does not remove the leech off the pig. So like right now, she can't do anything. I'm going to get away from this antiquarian. So you guys see how like the leeches are like not together? She has to spend one of the leeches just so that she can guard the Cypher machine. I'm gonna try to drag this leech away just so it's not impacting our teammates. So yeah, that's why the pig there is good. That's why supporting there actually makes sense. Just in case she checks it, she just knocked down someone, so she's likely to check the other leeches. I mean, if she can pop, that would be great. I'm more interested in playing the slow game right now. You don't want to rush games against Dreamwitch, usually. But if we can help each other, if she gives us the opportunity to... No opportunity. Ooh, we're in trouble. I have to pop this. It's not primed. We have to just focus on it. Pop? No, we don't. Can I still pop? Maybe one of them will sugar free. Try to block her, maybe? Okay, no, it didn't. We have to pop. That's a pop that we cannot give up at that point. At least one of our teammates struggled free. I don't know if there's any way here, guys. There is one way. There is one way. If the Antiquarian goes down here, if she dies far away from the chair, then the main body has to go leech her. If she goes after the Antiquarian to leech her, the main body will leave the chair. That's the one way right now. But it doesn't even, she's not even gonna die that far from the chair right now. She has to like die all the way on the edge of the map right now. That's good enough. That's good enough. You see how the leech has to go away now? Because now, when she gets knocked down... Are you kidding me? That was her leech. That was her leech guarding this chair. You know, we could have been freed up a whole rescue right now if she just left. If she just left sooner. We could have... I thought that was like the main body. The main body you literally cannot do anything about. That's a little bit unfortunate. So if she just left sooner, kind of like what I did when I had my leech at fake gate, just walking away forces the leech to follow you because it cannot be outside a certain range. Has she used her borrow time boost, go in the corner of corner house? That leech would leave us alone. That leech would leave the chair. That she would have no choice but to come back with her main body and leash the psychologist then. I feel like we could have tied that game. A little bit more like game sense, game knowledge from the antiquarian. I don't know if she was able to though. How would she not be able to though? She struggled from balloons. Hunter's in like a little bit of a stun, and then we popped, so she gets a speed boost out of it on top of it. I don't see any reason why she couldn't have gotten away. I think it's just that she ran the wrong direction. After that, it was too late. I think once she got her boost and she didn't take it to the right area, at that point, yeah, you will be stuck. Ugh. A little bit differently, and we could tie that game. But I do think we once that person went down there, once we had 2 people by the cipher machine, we kind of have to pop because we're not gonna be able to do that cipher again ever. Who is this? Banning batter and knife? Who was this? I played too many wildling games to know. It might be the spider. If it's spider, we'll go you. Might be spider. I don't know. I can't remember who did these 2 bans. Pretty sure it was the spider, because I think the first time I played wildling today, it was with those bans, right? Where I said, oh, it might be Fool's Gold. So then I'm like, okay, let's go wildling, because wildling supports really well against Fool's Gold. When someone is knocked down, Fool's Gold doesn't really have anything to do against wildling. It doesn't really have any other way of doing damage. Wildling is just out in the open. There's no way to get like a pickaxe hit on him. Is Dreamwish and Sculptor still considered win hunters? I would say so. For Sculptor, for Dreamwish, not really. They've nerfed Dreamwish so heavily to the point where once one person dies, they nerfed the Dreamwish leech for self-leeching so badly. You de-leech so fast that as a survivor team, if every single person knows to just run to one side of the map, one corner, and just de-leech there, you make it so that she can never combine leeches together because your leeches are always far away from the other survivors. So all she can do is chase you with that leech, and that's not going to be very effective. Because if she does, then your leech disappears if she hits you, obviously. So now with Dreamwitch, because of how little time you have to actually even do anything with how fast it is to de-leech, once one person dies, when one person dies and there's 2 leeches on the field, it is so fast to de-leech. And yes, the amount of leeches on the field does depend on how fast you de-leech. That is part of what makes Dreamwitch a lot harder to win with now. So yeah, I would say Dreamwitch not so much of a win hunter anymore. But if you have multiple half-health people, then it doesn't matter that your leech disappears after you hit them. You just blink them to death, your main body comes, leeches them again, put them on chair. You get like a domino effect that way. But if your survivors are splitting up, if they're avoiding each other, making sure that their leeches are never hurting another survivor, making sure that every time you put a leech somewhere, that survivor just drags it away. So the only leech you can really use and trust is the main body leech. But even that can be taken advantage of. Like last game, that Antiquarian, I thought that that was not her leech, because if that was her leech, and all she has to do is just run away from chair, and then she has no leech at chair and we get a free rescue. That's all she has to do. That's why I was so certain that that was the main body. I thought there was nothing she could do about it. I thought that's why she was just staying kind of close, because I thought there was nothing she could do about it, right? But even if that was the main body of the Dreamwitch has to leave the chair and go leech the Antiquarian, because when she knocks down the Antiquarian, she loses that leech. She has no leech to pick up the Antiquarian. Now she needs to come back and leech that person again. So if you die far enough away from the chair, the main body has to just follow the person with the chair. Sorry, that she just knocked down. And then that leech that she left at the chair is going to leave. But only if you died far enough away, because the range is really big. That's not what happened last game. But basically what I'm trying to get at is you can really take advantage of where the leeches go if your survivors are just aware of what it's like to play Dreamwitch. If your teammates know the range of Dreamwitch and they just know, like, okay, this is how big the range is, how far I need to run, then you're never gonna get leeches being able to work together. You're never gonna have like one leech being able to do something and then another leech being able to like camp a chair or camp a cypher, because they're always gonna drag it away. That's really bad that Novelist got hit there. Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought Novelist was the guy who rescued. No, Journalist was the guy who rescued. So now, our rescuer just takes over my Cypher, and this is a pretty clean game here. Double, tied, classic. This is how you used to win every Survivor game back then, a couple of years ago. Back when you were able to have pallet speed boost with Tide Turner before they nerfed it. They made it, there was a time in this game where people with Tide Turner could still have pallet speed boost. And so survivors like Gravekeeper, Coordinator, literally every single rescue survivor except Mercenary would just carry pallet speed on their characters. Let's remove these webs, by the way, just so she doesn't have faster recovery. And I know she just hit the chair there, and we could have technically waited longer and get her to hit me. But he has Tide Turner anyway, and the server's about to be primed. We don't need the extra time. If we waited there, it would just risk a terrorist shock. So like little things in mind like that, guys. Yes, we could technically wait longer and not rescue there because the chair timer still had time left. But we just need a rescue, and then we're fine. Because then he'll survive with Tide. Oh, excitement. We could remove the webs right now. Keep in mind that when you have webs on you, Soul Weaver can see where you are. But if someone else is already doing the gate, that's not really that important, especially when I can use my shovel and give myself survival from an attention hit. But Dream Witch, I would say not a win hunter, but in the right hands and in the right situation, if everyone is at full health, if they did manage to accidentally give away some free hits at some point, you can definitely go Spiral Auto Control as Dream Witch. But with Sculptor, she's a much more winning hunter. Because if you get that chance early game, or if they mess up some support early game, or if they don't support at all, Sculptor is one of those hunters who, once she has that time to herself, to just focus on herself, on her presence, she's the only hunter in this game where I would confidently tell you guys, do not feed her presence. A lot of people say stuff like, oh yeah, part of rescuing is not feeding presence and stuff like that. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I almost never consider that when I'm rescuing. If I rescue, it's because there's much bigger issues that we need to look at. Ciphers, who the character is. Our survivors, can we rebound this survivor? Do they have abilities to rebound themselves? The hunter's presence rarely matters. It only matters if it's going to cause the rest of your team to die. There is no hunter who does that except Sculptor. Sculptor, she chisels with full presence. It's almost a guaranteed hit. Just every single time she chisels. Guaranteed hits. Guaranteed chip hits. Guaranteed chip hits. It becomes very easy for Sculptor to win at that point once you get that full presence. She's the only hunter in this game where it impacts everyone at the same time. That's why full presence for almost any other hunter doesn't matter. Because even if it impacts one survivor more, the other 3 survivors are still doing their own thing. They're still minding their own business. They're still being able to do what they want. It rarely impacts the other survivors. Most presence abilities do not impact the other survivors. And in many cases, all you have to do is think about it. Think about it a little bit differently. You know, be aware of it. But if you're an experienced rescuer, if you're an experienced kiter, it's just one extra thing to worry about. It's not usually going to be the ending to your kite. As long as you play well and you're thinking about it, the only thing that makes it hard is like now balancing 0 presence, 1000 presence, and full presence. That's what's hard. But actually, like, killing your kite just because they have full presence, that's almost never the case. Only with Sculptor, that's the case. So, certainly, yeah, Sculptor's for sure. Back to the question, Sculptor's for sure a win character. If she can get that start rolling. She's really the one character where it's like, it really matters to have presence. Everyone else, Nide would be like the second closest, but everyone else, they do just fine without their presence abilities. It's not like a huge difference in gameplay. Like, Knight is a huge difference in gameplay as well with full presence. Because before, each water is 30%. So let's say you never miss a harpoon. Let's say you never miss a harpoon and you're always getting 30%. But the survivor's also always close to the edge of the harpoon, so you never get more than 30%. They're probably going to dry off at least a little bit too before you get to the next 30%. So on average, you're getting like 25, 28 water per harpoon. Compared to full presence, We're talking a whole 2 harpoons less now. Instead of you getting 25, 28, you're now getting 50, 55, 58. Assuming they don't dry off. And speaking of which, it is harder to dry off because the dash literally doubles, triples now how many water attempts you can get at the survival room, as opposed to without presence at all. You literally have 1 attempt every time with your harpoon. That's it. It's a huge difference. Is this basement? Oh, this is so sad because it's Wu Chang too. So he's just gonna be able to easily pressure the ciphers. This is not good. I'll use the whistle. The problem is, that was actually a horrible whistle. Okay. No, we didn't get on in time. Dang it. It's kind of crazy. We'll get the pig in time back. That's not a big deal. It's just annoying because we gotta heal now. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, so this really hurts. Not that great of a kite. He used all his abilities, still somehow went down. Did he even get blink out? Did he get blink out? Okay, we can't go for this. Yeah, that is so bad because as soon as I get off this pig, he just teleports on me. Can I even do this cipher without my pig? I can't. It doesn't make sense. I can't. It's too risky. Even now, even when I'm not on the cipher, we still might die here. Okay. Oh no, he definitely saw me. Let's stay by pallets at least. Okay. See, he's gonna be in black form now though. It's gonna be black form now. He's gonna be able to basically immediately get the hit if he teleports on me. Man, this is not good. Heal me. Okay. Green is at least clutching up. Man, I hate that she took a hit too, though. It hurt that I took a hit. Ugh. Why Wu Chang versus Antiquarian? Kind of tough though. You go pretty far out of range. Okay, this is pretty good. Novel's getting farming these pallet stuns, so that's nice at least. Okay, missed the calibration so we can see what he's doing. It'll give me the head start. I don't have to get off my cipher. Did I missed my calibration. Did it not count? Okay, I don't know if that was like a bug or something, but it didn't look like it outlined him. The only reason it outlined him was because he hit someone. Okay, I cannot do that cipher. We need to do a cipher closer to the Antiquarian so that while I'm rescuing, it's not going to take her 5 years to walk to the next cipher machine. That cipher in the corner is also, think about this way, it's also pretty far from the novelist, so we anyway have to spend a lot of time walking if I do that cipher. So then my deco time is effectively reduced because of the distance from the cipher. Sorry, the distance from the chair. Okay, that doesn't do anything. What could do something is the soul siphon. Gotta be careful of the soul siphon. Got him. Cool. Problem is, it's not gonna be before half. Machine primed. Dodge the bell. I thought he'd go for the bell. We do still have Tide. So if that cipher is almost done. No, it's not. I have to stand by him. Okay, I'm actually... Guys, this is gonna be close. Uh-oh. Because I can technically support him with my pig. It's going to be close. Okay. My pig barely came back before Tide's ran. So if he went down, I don't know if we would have been able to because we still have to charge up our rage. It's our best shot. honestly. Because at least... as long as I don't take a hit, we could at least, like, body block for him. Okay, good, good. He's not letting me heal him. Good. Okay, no, now we have to heal him. Because he's... The idea of not healing there is if we heal, he's going to check on us. We don't want to give him that information. Good. Perfect. We can also see him here. So, did he forget that we can see him? He hit me. You can see a survivor. You can see the hunter every time they hit someone, including the pig. It's kind of funny. He just committed with the umbrella anyway. I thought he was like baiting or something. Oh, Anti-Korean's a lot of stick. How is she already a lot of sticks? Did she use all 3 the first time she was trying to heal me? I don't get it. Whistle. Look, someone is coming to rescue. You gotta go. You gotta go help. Cheer the Anti-Korean. Look, no tinnitus. Okay, the reason I'm not standing by the gate is because I'll anyway survive a hit here with the pig. It's guaranteed. And that way also, you know, we're not putting all our eggs in one basket. If he gets teleported on, I can at least still run away and not immediately get hit after he gets hit. What's up, Junaid? He died to blink at least? Okay. He must have just had a really awkward start. He might have got a teleport at the start of the game. I didn't even notice. Did he like get teleport surprise attacked? That's a pretty cheesy way to die. And then he had blink. That is the best way to play Wu Chang. A lot of people run teleport on their Wu Changs. Guys, if the stars know what they're doing, they're never going to give you a second hit after that first surprise hit. You cannot afford to run teleport on Wu Chang. If you run teleport on Wu Chang, you're going for like a fun game at that point. You're going for like a game like, okay, even if I get the surprise, it doesn't matter. You're putting all your eggs at that point into the end game, assuming that they're going to force 4-person escape. Well, if you had blink, then they wouldn't 4-person escape if you just get that first surprise hit. That blink plus surprise hit, it's a good strategy with Wu Chang. It can pretty reliably get ties. And the bells as well are nice to lock them down, but, you know, situational ability because flywheel counters it, and so do many other abilities just going out of range or maybe giving yourself some speed. Or even dodging it just because there's a slight delay on it, unfortunately, so that's another reason why it's not that good. Haven't played First Officer in a while. Let's play First Officer. It's like, yeah, out of the top 4 hunters, who would you rather play against? You mean like top 4 on the leaderboard or top 4 that are the best right now? I would rather go against Shadow right now. The one that I would be okay going against. Can I cancel here? Why is it not letting me cancel? Sir, are you sure you want to go middle? You sure you want to go middle? Okay. Alright. Alright, I'm not gonna block them yet. Let's just see how they do. Let's see their game sense. Let's see their kiting skill. I'm not gonna say I'm gonna block them yet. Let's see. Let's see. So yeah, out of the top 4 hunters, who would you want to go against? Shadow, probably. Just because her abilities are probably like the least like overpowering. They're overpowering in the end game, but in the early game, there are ways to get around it still. Especially if you have a decent ability to just avoid the first 20. And also the new tech that people have been finding lately, with like the tombstone spawning below you and stuff like that, it kind of puts her in the grave at that point if you do tricks like that against her. It's a whole survivor she can't chase now every single time someone does that. So it could be good. You know, it could be good. It could be good. Sorry, what am I saying? It could be good. It's definitely good. What I'm trying to say is it's probably the best one to go against. Alright guys, this is what I'm excited for. She did at least go to the very good kiting area. She started off going to a good kiting area at least. This is definitely the strongest kiting area on Eversleeping. Only issue is that she did it against a hunter that it's not very good to do it against, because he just catches up to her by jumping. So now it's going to be very difficult. Although these stuns... Here's the problem with Enchantress. Yes, that stun helps you do a better kite now after you get hit, but the stun is a little bit too weak is the problem. It's actually better against the Lizard because every time he jumps, you just stun him after he lands. But yeah, as you can see, that is exactly not what she did. Even the Lizard is face palming her. So yeah, remind me to block this person after the game. Definitely blocking this person after this game. We have to rescue now that he teleported. It's guaranteed. We have to. We do get a speed up here when we get closer to the chair, as you guys can see. Nice, we dodge it. Can you just hit me here? No, I don't like this. Okay, that's fine. Actually, a pretty good rescue. 48%, 47% chair rescue. Pretty good. Classic. She already wasted her flywheel, so not much to do there. Didn't even at least call for Owl. I don't even know if she realizes there's a Seer on the team. Seer is pinging his Owl. Psyche, which survivor in your opinion has more bad mains that'll throw the match than good mains? I don't know if there's such thing, guys. I mean, I love the idea of being like, oh, Enchantress players are always the worst, guys. There's really no such thing. The only reason Enchantress players seem so bad, or like any low tier character, like Doctor, like Enchantress, like these low tier picks that you see being used a lot in low tier, why are they low tier in the first place? Because only the low tier players are really using them. Once you get better at the game, once you get better at kiting, you realize that you were just making your life more difficult by picking those characters because they're not actually that good. So then you stop picking those characters because you realize there's not a lot going for them. Why would you pick those characters? It doesn't make sense. So on average, there are like certain characters that I see like, yeah, I expect them to be bad. If I see this pick, if I see an Enchantress pick, I expect this person to be bad. I'm not gonna lie, I do. I do. Kind of like unfair discrimination, I guess, in Enemy 5. IDV discrimination is a real thing, confirmed. But basically, what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I see what you're saying, but I don't think it really matters based off the character. It matters off the player. I think that's what decides. Oh my goodness. I am not gonna lie to you guys. I thought that was gonna hit me too. I thought I was gonna hit 100%. Bye, man. See you later. Anyway. Oh, he didn't even teleport on the cipher that's almost done. So thankfully, we don't have to worry about like a cipher getting cut off halfway through. I mean, I guess maybe that cipher was halfway done that he teleported on, but this is still pretty good. 14%. Little girls, yeah. It's not like it's not like the people who play them on average. Well, no, on average they are worse. But it's not because it has nothing to do really with their character. It's just the kind of player they are, and the kind of player that they're just not that advanced at the game. If they were more advanced at the game, it wouldn't be as difficult to just pick a better character or something like that, you know. Well, Basement's not here, so sorry, man. And, we have a ton of chair time, so as long as you don't die by the cipher, this is still a tie game. He could do that though. He does do it. Oh, she's dead. She survived? Okay, no. I was about to say, how did that strategy work? She did like the worst thing possible. I was about to say, if she actually survives doing the worst thing possible, I'm like dead. I'd be speechless if the worst thing she could possibly do. Guys, flywheeling towards the window he just jumped over. Run away! Go the other direction! Go the direction you can't jump in! Come on, man. Wait, what is that? Oh, this is gonna be so tough. I don't have like any roof or anything. Let's go behind this wall and like mind game him. Brain game him, I was about to say. Oh, it's not gonna work. I thought he would do like an earlier jump. Oh! Oh, we might still live. Maybe I should have gone on the other side of that gravestone right there, but the problem is you can still get hit if you go on that side. You really want to be on the pallet side when you're circling a pallet and they swing. We still ended up getting hit there, unfortunately. Maybe I should have gone. It's so bad though. That side is so bad. Any pallet where you like go away from the pallet side, not only is it more difficult to throw the pallet because you have to be closer, but by being closer, it's easier to hit. Who is Green? Green is the Seer player. He's the Seer. I mean, it's not over. He did commit a teleport. Ooh, I really wish he would hide his tracks here. Like walking would be very important right now. He might go after me though. If he goes after me, I won't be able to pick myself up anymore. Yeah, he's going after me. We need Tram. We need some way to like actually survive this jump right now. We don't have a way to survive the jump right now. We're gonna die. I guarantee it. This is our best shot right here. Trying to use the kiting area. He left. I'm still gonna stay by the tram here. I'm assuming he's behind graveyard. Yep, he is. How you doing, man? Yeah, me and you are chilling. Nicely, perfectly timed. Now he's gonna leave. The problem is now I'm not gonna be able to do that cipher is the issue. Hopefully there's just a different cipher to do. No, there isn't. We can't even see the ciphers right now inside the tram. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. Alright, well, if he jumps after me, I'll be over here on the edge of the map, guys, so you guys can at least get a free rescue. You're gonna pick me up? That's a mistake. I think that's a mistake. Unless I'm dead on chair here. Am I dead on chair? I guess if I'm dead on chair. Yeah, I don't really agree with picking me up there. I anyway can't pick myself. By him chairing me, not only does he spend more time doing that, but also it's faster to pick myself back up off the ground by being rescued off a chair. Than if I were to actually like heal off the ground. Because it would have taken me 30 seconds to heal, and I would be in a very dangerous spot for Seer to try to heal me. Man, this is really tough. Not a whole lot. This lizard got us in a really good spot here. He's just playing a very good character right now against the cipher layout we have. Yeah, like if we did the corner house cipher, this would be way worse for him. Because literally every single time he jumps, we just go underneath the house. But somehow we're actually in the end game here. I have to be careful here. I hope she just does the gate. No, there's no gate ping. Seriously? You have all these pings in the game and there's not a single ping to like tell her which gate to do? There must be a gate ping out there, right? I just can't believe like there's no combination ping. Even if there is another ping. Oh, he's next to me. Good, we'll tell her that. Oh, this is perfect. You see, this is what I'm talking about now, guys. Because he can't even jump on me. This corner house is in his way. Oh, another Seer. Oh. Why is there no ping to be like, specifically tell which character goes to do specifically which gate? Why is there no ping like that? We have over 100 pings. Some purposefully tailored for certain characters. Like, I bet you I have a... Use Owl. Use the Mechanical Flute. Cast Ape Curse. You telling me that we have tailored pings for even individual survivors and individual hunters. Nothing for Lizard, unfortunately. Hold up. We didn't pick Lizard yet, though. Yeah, nothing for Lizard. You're telling me you tailored all these pings and you don't have a ping telling your survivor which gate to do? Instead, I got people doing the chest. Happens to be that it was fine because he left the chair. But if he didn't leave the chair, that probably would be less. Yeah, you say focus on the coding, but I'm trying to be more specific. I'm trying to use my new resources here. I guess it's not there. I know there is a gate ping. There is a gate ping. I've used it before. But it wasn't like one where you tell them which specific gate to do. I thought there would be like a combination. Combination pings. If you guys are wondering how the game characterizes the pings, how it categorizes them, I mean, it all depends on like what the ping is talking about, obviously. But combination, what it's talking about is combination is like two pings in one. You're telling who does what. So you tell them, let's say you want to pick something about healing, okay? You say who does the healing, and you tell them who heals who, basically. Now that person who wants the healing could be more specific and be like, meet up in this location. First officer, meet at, I hope there's a ping like that at least. Or some ping like that, right? That tells someone like to follow you, go here, or something like that, you know? Telling a specific survivor to go to a specific place or do a specific thing. But they don't have that for gates. I thought there would be a combination ping. Oh, you didn't block the enchantress. We just wasted like 10 minutes of the game. We didn't waste because we did tie in the end, but... Dang it, man. I forgot. Psyche, who is the strongest rescuer in this season from your opinion and why? It doesn't depend on season, it depends on character, but what hunters I mean. It depends on the hunters. I'll assume you just mean, you know, given the hunters this season. So, the hunters this season, if you're going to be banning Goman, Shadow, and Hulabaloo, then you're going to want to be going something like First Officer, because Opera Singer is going to be the best hunter. First Officer would be the best against Opera Singer, but if it's not Opera Singer, then stuff like Wildling for support is really nice, because he can pretty consistently get balloon rescues nowadays. But the other option is... The other option is Mercenary, and Mercenary is still obviously one of the best survivors in this game, hands down. It's not even a question. Let's try to go out in the open here, so it's a little bit harder for her to get good dashes here. Yeah, this is not good. This is not looking good. Let's see what she does. I'm gonna hold on to this shovel. We're gonna use it. We're gonna use this shovel after I drop a pallet. No need to use it right now. Okay, do I have to actually? I have to. Gosh, such a stupid hunter that you're able to go this fast. This is why I go First Officer, because this crappy hunter right here, this is not balanced. This is absolutely not fair. When I said that the best 4 hunters are at a different level of this game, unlike all the other characters, this is what I'm talking about. Like that's not okay that I take a hit, I get a speed boost, and she's still right next to me. Like seriously? Like still? And by the way, the teleport going back really necessary, yeah. A very necessary ability for Opera Singer to have, yeah. As if she wasn't fast enough. What is she doing, by the way? She's abnormaling a cipher. She's abnormaling. That was abnormal. There's no reason to leave me right there. That was abnormal. That cipher's making no sound. That was abnormal. That's what I'm talking about. That this hunter is so stupid broken that you could just carry abnormal. That is what I hate. Absolutely hate this hunter. Shadow, Goman, Hulabaloo, and Opera. This is why I had no complaints that the devs added a third hunter ban. You know why? Because this exact reason. The absolute BS hunters that you go against in this level. That I'm not complaining because they're completely unfair. I don't mind that the stars have a third ban because there's so many BS hunters that they just immediately catch up to you. There's really no powder window area that can stop Opera Singer in the area that I'm in. There's really nothing that I could do. The best thing I could do is use the shovel as best as possible, I guess. Which, the first shovel was good. The second shovel was not good, but dude, we didn't even have another pallet option. What other pallet would we go to? That was the closest pallet right there. What, should I have gone to that one? Should I have maybe gone to that pallet over there? Maybe I should have gone to that pallet over there. Because this pallet over here has like a lot of open space. But like, we're just dead. Like, we're just literally dead. Like, I can't even go to the next kiting area because she's just immediately here. Okay, we can do something. But it is, like... Oh, free pallet stun? Thank you. Oh, he's gonna get a second stun. No, he didn't get it. What? He was out of range. Okay. That's another stun. Oh, early pallet drop though. She could have waited like a half a second longer. Are we even gonna make this? Yeah, balanced, guys. Balanced. Balanced. Look at the balance right now. Absolutely hate this. Yes, swing at him. Thank you. Now we can just go to the next pallet. We gotta wait here. I can't go after him right now. There's shadows right there. Because, yeah, she really needs those shadows. Yeah, as if she's not fast enough. She just needs the ability to go backwards right now. Why not? We're definitely going to heal here fully. The way she messed up royally so many times, and she was still catching up that close. She messed up royally so many times. She left the chair. She got stunned by the novelist. She swung at the prospector and was inside the palace, so she got stunned again. Like, she messed up so bad, and the fact that she's able to still catch up there. Like, any other hunter, done for. Just done for if that was any other hunter in this game. If you mess up that royally that you got pal stunned 2 times in a row and the survivors didn't even have to do anything more than just sacrifice a single health point, who was anyway full health, that's meaningless. That's honestly meaningless. I really want to do the Cypher Machine, but we don't have an ability, and it's going to be so easy for us to get killed. But we kind of have to, because our other stars are getting put pressure on. We have to. Okay. If she goes after me, I'm pretty sure they'll be able to do their Cypher Machine. Man, unless this kite is just going to be this bad. I guess I could do a really bad kite. Man, this is so stupid how I ran all that distance from the Cypher and she just goes backwards magically. And she's back on top of the chair and now someone's dying for it. I have to keep decoding. If she goes after me, then they'll do their Cypher. Do they have to pop? They have to pop. Ooh. I don't like that he ran towards him, though. I don't like that he ran towards that journalist. If he walked away... Then again, though, I needed to be there sooner. I wish I knew where he was getting chaired. Ooh. Which chair? Is it the chair in front of restaurant or the one behind restaurant? Because you got to take a little bit different route then. But yeah, I don't think we're going to win this game. Oh? Yeah, we're not going to be able. Such a stupid hunter, man. I absolutely hate this hunter. But it's not like we can just ban Opera Singer, because then if we ban Opera Singer, then we have different BS to deal with Shadow. If we ban Shadow and Opera and Goman, then we have Hula Blue BS to deal with, which is just a free hit every time his cooldown comes back. If we do that, then Goman is essentially another thing just like that. It's just more BS. I mean, I absolutely hate that there's just a character who just goes ridiculously fast. Like, the palette areas in this game are not balanced around having a character that fast. Especially Chinatown. Especially Chinatown has really spread apart palettes. At the very least, there are open areas to make Opera worse. But you can't kite in the open either. You can't do that, otherwise you're also gonna die. Really, Dream Witch? I don't like target bans because I would say the current hunters that exist right now are worse than Dream Witch, I would say. On top of that, Dream Witch is easier to counter than the current hunters. I don't think there's any reason to ban Dream Witch nowadays. This is probably going to be a top tier hunter if they're banning specifically Dream Witch. I'm going to trust these people. I'm going to say that they probably have been facing the same hunter repeatedly. They must know something we don't. Translation failed. Seriously? I've never seen that before. Imagine if NetEase made it so that all Chinese translation just doesn't work anymore, so Americans can't see what Chinese people are saying. Imagine. The propaganda is real. Okay, anyway. It could be that they know something we don't. But if this hunter plays Dream Witch, they probably play all the other S tier hunters, including Opera Singer, which is probably going to be the best thing they can pick right now. Hula Blue also would be pretty good. So First Officer's just going to be good against both of those. Like if we're only, let's say we only face hunters who play the best hunters, then First Officer's just auto pick every time. Like we can't even go stuff like Gravekeeper. Like if we go stuff like Gravekeeper, we can get a tie kite, but I'm just so salty because like what can we do? Realistically, what can we do? What are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to just pallet stun at every single pallet? That's the only thing we can do. And on top of that, those pallets are not very good at stunning. Some of them are, but the ones like next to trash cans are not because you can't really stand next to them very well. Okay. First Officer isn't going to be very good against that. It's only good if you have a Harpy. If you have a Harpy, you can use the watch, and then the watch is going to be in range of the hunter. And if you hit the hunter with your watch, not the mirror is not the hunter. If you hit the actual main body with the watch, then she cannot see you. But if you get mirrored on and you don't even have a Harpy, using the watch will not do anything because you're not going to hit the main body with the watch. At least she missed her first mirror, though. So at least you have a pretty good big advantage there in the fact that now she has to use a blink. Also basement this guy. Man, I can't be missing these perfect calibrations. Ugh. Absolutely. Hey, Opera Singer. I don't think I've gone off on Opera Singer like that in a long time. It is so stupid. I just want to make my point clear that when people say, "Oh, Opera Singer is not as good as she used to be," does that mean anything if she's still extremely busted? No, not really. Not really. She's still way better than any other hunter. Just mindlessly just go and oh my god, I didn't know it was. Okay. Oh, I guess she's anyway resting because she ended up taking a hit, unfortunately. How is that a free hit, though? How did she take a free hit? She didn't even, like, at least use the paladin in the back? Like, there's that useless paladin in the back that's only good if someone got chaired right there. So that way you could, like, stall for until you need to rescue. Otherwise, you just get cornered. But if you're going to rescue, it's fine. Because you're anyway going to take a hit to rescue. What happened there? What just happened, man? Okay, I gotta go rescue her. If I don't rescue her, Archer gets picked up. I have to. This is like one of those situations where I know we don't have the deco progress, or very good progress at least, but this is one of those situations where if you don't rescue, it is gonna be a lot worse than if you did rescue. Although she's still gonna be able to, because she's playing Blood Queen, she could still mirror right here. Kind of a late rescue too. We didn't even take advantage of it very well. Preferably, I'd like to not take a hit if I'm gonna rescue. Okay, if she goes after me, then she gives up. Then she gives up prisoner. Which I'm surprised that he's giving up prisoner. Seriously? So close to a cherry. We need a cipher. Cipher. That's not a good cipher. It could be a good cipher now. No, not anymore. I wish we didn't take that hit. I love taking less hits. Okay. Where are you chairing? She keeps turning around. Okay, we're doing this. Turns out this cipher was ended up being the right one to do anyway. This is so bad. If she mirrors on me, the watch does nothing. We're playing literally the worst rescuer. Cornier is probably worse. At least, I guess. But at least Cornier has good deco. Yeah, I don't know about this, guys. It's gonna be really hard, because... mirroring on me? What? Homie, unless you have a blink to kill me with, that was not the move. That was not the move. How are you going to kill me now? I'm just going to kite you all the way across the map. I'm going to take you to the other side of the map. By the time you get your next mirror. I guess she could... See, she could still like get lucky and kill me here. If she swings in the right direction. But we'll at least be like invisible. That's the number one most important thing. So right now she cannot see me because I'm gonna use the watch again. I know it's early, but if I don't do it right then and there, we're not gonna get another chance to. We're probably gonna get hit if I miss it in that moment. Now I'm gonna let the watch run out so we can start our cooldown, and now our cooldown will be ready before her Blood Queen cooldown is ready for the mirror. What is what I meant. So yeah, if you don't have a heartbeat, why do I say if you don't have a heartbeat? Because the watch radius is. Looks like we're not going to be able to check right now. I can't really check right now. But the watch radius is about the same radius as the heartbeat. 27 meters. That's about 8-ish meters less than a heartbeat. So don't do it like right when you get a heartbeat. Get a little bit closer to 100, then use your watch. Because the watch will have the same range as the... hold up, this prisoner needs to shock and then body block here. Nice. Okay, step 1. Oh, that's not good. Are they gonna go for healing? Oh yeah. Server's anyway not enough. Ah, too bad. Oh! No way. I'm not gonna have the Cypher primed. In fact, she can mirror on me right now, which is what she should do. Now that's a good mirror right there. Earlier, that was not a good mirror on the Cypher. She just gave up so much pressure. She traded pressure on 3 survivors and turned it into pressure on 1 survivor. That's why the mirror earlier was not good, but this mirror is much better because she's anyway not pressuring anyone right now. So there's like a big difference. I'm really gonna try to stall using this watch. I know I'm gonna have to use the watch no matter what. You see, now she can kill me with the mirror. We have to get her. We have to let her get closer. And now she still can't hit me with the mirror. She could. I'm not saying she can't hit me with the mirror, but if she uses the mirror, she won't see where I am. That's what I mean. Okay. Oh, she canceled his mirror. Nice. If you stun her while she's putting up a mirror, it actually cancels it. Fun fact. And puts it on a cooldown as well. Right? Puts it on a cooldown, right? What's up, Miki? Miki's back. Saying Bleed Steel second time. I don't know if we're gonna tie this game. Oh, flywheel. Okay. Well, there's no teleport to worry about, so I don't need to stand next to the gate right now. But I don't want to leave too far either. I'm mostly like standing a little bit further away just in case I need to leave. So I already have a head start, but it doesn't look like I need to. I should just stand in gate now at this point. Yeah, this prisoner's gonna need like 20 seconds. 19, 18, 14, 13. Actually a little bit less. 10, 9, 7, 6. Okay, so we actually needed 14 seconds. Lost to Brady 3513 YouTube. You know they're serious when they put YouTube in their name. Not even I do that. Has it been a good session? It's been an okay session, I guess. The Percy coughing was a lot worse. Last week it's Percy coughing now. Oh god. Psyche getting sick. I was getting sick last Monday. That's when I said it was feeling really unwell. I forgot what I said. I think my ear was clogged. It's so weird. It's like such a subtle thing where it's like it wasn't that bad. It was just so subtle. It was just annoying. Oh, I got my rewards. Cool. Is there other character days? I think there was a forward character day. I hope that comes back because I didn't end up doing it. It might actually not come back because It was on Wednesday, right? The forward thing was on Wednesday, right? So I think I missed it. There's no way they're gonna bring it back this late. Man, stop giving me crap. I'm like the only player who like doesn't care. Like I'm ungrateful for the stuff they're giving. Just stop giving me crap, man. I'll share your room picture, sure. Oh, do I not get anything? Where is it? It's in the events. Let me get this real quick. Who is this? It said Psyche emoji from the guild and thought it was me. I remove someone from the guild every like month or so. Whoever is like inactive. That's what they're talking about. Yeah, let's do it right now. Let's give the big ol' boot. Where's the boot? I haven't used this since I played Clash of Clans. Oh no, that's not the right one. Shoe. It goes by shoe, but everyone calls it boot. Dude, that was an iconic symbol for those of you who play Clash of Clans. You remember that? Every time someone said boot, they just used that shoe emoji. Good times. Makes you look at that. Makes you look at that emoji in a new light. You know, it's crazy. I haven't played I played Airplanist once. That past week, from Monday to Monday, I played Airplanist once in rank. I went from 8th place to 15th. I thought I'd be like, if this was China, I'd be out of the top 100. Okay, where is my loot? There it is. To celebrate the Percy coughing, we'll do one game of Percy. It's like you use the boot emote in Clash Royale too. You got the boot from Clan War. That was pretty funny too. Yes, I'm in the top 10 Airplanist. Not a very good one, but it's not that hard to get it. Oh, we have something new for Percy as well. The game knows. The game knows. Where did I even get this? Oh, because it was his character day. What is this? This makes no logical sense. This was Mad Eyes who revived Percy. Oh, I understand. I understand what this is trying to say. Percy's story is that he revived someone, and that person who revived him killed him, and then Mad Eyes revived him. That's what this emote is talking about. It like shares a story. These character day emotes. Okay. Well, we're probably gonna lose. If they know what they're doing, we're probably gonna lose. What is the Percy coughing? The thing I've been doing this whole time since I started the stream and live stream and Monday stream, I think. Sorry, Miki. We're gonna end the stream after this game. Hello. Are you gonna use your little bro? Well. Yeah, too bad. My swing's a little bit too slow for that. Ooh, bullseye. Man, I remember when Percy recovered faster from attacks. They actually nerfed Percy a week after his release and made him recover like a second. I think it was half a second actually. Half a second longer. Man, little bro gives regular recovery? Why? Because I used my dash? I didn't know that. Let's just use my attack here. I don't really care. Look at how much faster my attack is now. Because I used a basic. Does this hit her? Oh, you suck, Percy. That's okay. Perfectly balanced hitbox, guys. I mean, who cares? It's Percy. Who's scared of Percy's hitbox? Like, Percy's hitbox is scary, but he still sucks. Man, imagine like the clown players from season 1 if you brought them back to the game. Clown players were the ones known for their gigantic hitboxes back then. You show them Percy nowadays with like his swing attack, where he jumps up in the air and lands. They buffed that. They made it so huge. It is ginormous at this point. Okay. don't think that was very good to go backwards just to drop it. Oh, hello guys. Hope you guys don't mind. Let me just drop in right behind this window. Why not? I just like vaulting windows, you know. Let's close that. Dead! Nice. I like that he slides on the ground. That's nice. We got 2 hits on the psychologist, 1 hit on the journalist, another hit right here on the knockdown. I mean, this is pretty good. Oh, free hit, free hit. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that hitbox. Oh, those inner Percy's coming out. Oh no, guys. Look at how they buffed this area. I didn't see Lawyer was there. Guys, they buffed this area at Shore so much. How did I know he was there? How did I know? How? I don't know how I knew, guys. There's walls there. How did I know? Exactly my point why the buff to Shore is a nerf. All it is, it made it easier to walk around the pallet. That's what it did. And because the wall is so short, I know where you are. I know you're behind that pallet. It's so dumb. They couldn't have like added a window or anything. Like seriously, they added like garbage. Just garbage. Yeah, sure. Let's just add garbage to the map. I preferred the old barrels, if I'm being honest, guys, because the old barrels were at least a little bit harder to walk on. Slightly, not a lot. But honestly, oh, he kind of body blocked the Lawyer. I'm pretty sure the Lawyer could squeeze right through. We need to get our energy back here. Oh yeah, I have full presence. What am I talking about? Let's just use it. Hold up, if he walks in there... No, I thought he would go over there. Hit? No. Oh, you're dead. We are going to get 100, but I do think that was worth it. Do we let him go? We don't have a way to get to him anyway. That's fine. What? I literally like looked away on top of that thinking we already killed him. So much for Percy's hitbox, right guys? Oh, I see them. There we go. That's why you look sideways. Did end up committing to that pallet. It's not a big deal. In fact, it's actually nice. Just because we can get that pallet out the way. I think it's going to be easier to hit her here. Yep. See, the problem is Warp doesn't even reach that far right now. Is the problem. It's kind of rough because we can't really do anything about like round objects like this. Our dash just doesn't do very well around them. Yeah, doesn't do anything. Warp doesn't really do a whole lot here. It's pretty bad. Although now he's in a pretty bad area again. Problem is Flywheel, like it's guaranteed. Flywheel's a guaranteed against Percy to always be good, just because every time he swings. You can just get rid of it. Get rid of a swing, maybe get behind a pallet or something. Thankfully for us, he was at a pallet where even if he doesn't drop it, we just hit him guaranteed. Who are we going for? Obviously the guy in the more open area. Kind of a bad time to heal him, if I'm being honest. Shouldn't have even healed him at that point, I think. I don't think we have confined. No. Well, I mean, we got all day here. We can get rid of his resources all day. Doesn't really do anything but slow him down. So the psychologist isn't like near any cipher that's an issue for us right now. So we got all the time in the world. As long as we keep the pressure on the lawyer, we're fine there. As long as we obviously we don't take too long as well. Yeah, he got me, not gonna lie. Let's fake him out though this time. Got him. Overload again. I usually never overload this person. I overloaded 2 times in the same game. That's crazy. Although it was worth it both times to overload. I mean, we just kill him a lot faster both times. Well, if she finds dungeon, it's basically guaranteed against person. We'd have to like knock her down. Like she'd have to be dead on knockdown. Maybe that should be one of Percy's buffs. Like if there's one survivor remaining, if that person gets knocked down, they just immediately die. Regardless of if they got knocked down before or not. He has made a severe and continuous lapse in judgment. Did I ever say that? I don't think I ever said that. Alright guys, we got nothing here to open. What are you talking about? There's nothing to open. Alright guys. Miki is online. Miki, we gotta hit that level 35. I used to be higher level with Tato, and then she unfriended me. Saki is secretly hitting the chin, which is why the stream shows. Jose, can you shut up, man? Saki just needs to wear a backwards cap and be shirtless to cosplay Summer Norton skin. Honestly, that's good enough. Alright guys. Guys, Prospector doesn't have any abs, right? If I do the Prospector summer stream, I don't need abs, right? It doesn't. You know, I don't. I like to do my cosplays accurately. Ah, crap. Shoot, looks like he's gonna have to be an accurate cosplay. Anyone remember the Merce cosplay stream where it's like he just wore a green hood and looked bald? I remember that. That was good. It was literally just a regular stream. But just me in a hoodie, because I always play Mercenary. Oh. Alright, I can gift you back too. I forgot. Usually I'm at my cap. Yeah, it's okay. I'm at my cap. I gave you 13 and I'm already at my cap. You gotta get that 8 back. Dude. Rosberg setting me up here. Alright, guys. Oh, we got a message. I sent you stamps. Guys, I have thousands. I have so much crap. So much intimacy points things where I can't even use it. I can't use it because every single time. Look, I'm already capped out. You want to know the reason why I don't send anyone intimacy? It's not personal. I just have Joseph sending me 100 intimacy points. How am I supposed to send anything? I'm not mad about it. I'm not upset about it. I'm just acting. But for real, 100? That many? This one is worth 20 each, by the way. Those feather ones. No, you don't have to stop. I appreciate it. I'm not actually mad. I'm just making a point here. I get so much. This is why I can never give anything to anyone else. It doesn't matter who gives it. It doesn't matter if you give it or if they give it. I get the same amount either way. If I accept 200, I get 200. If I only receive 100, I can give away 100. You see, it works like that. That's how it works. So I'm still hitting my camp every day. It's just I'm hitting you without even sending anything. Like, come on, man. I got 1,000 where I literally cannot use it even if I wanted to. Joseph is a real one. That's for sure. That's for sure. Can I even like sell it if I wanted to? I'm not going to. But nope, you can't. You can only use it. I can give it to other people. Nope, never mind. The arrow is highlighted as if you can use it. Okay, Mickey. Okay, now. And I get these red dots in my intimacy area. I can't even pick it up, dude. You were hoarding for months and you only had 300? I don't feel like I've been holding it that long. Have I really been holding that long that I have 1,800 over a year? Have I not been saying anything for over a year? You're gonna start sending one by one. Dude, what is this? One by one sending. Yeah, Joseph is Saki's true sponsor. I have so many other people too, though. They just... I always have, like, the same people come back gifting me stuff. I know Soul Candle every once in a while gives me stuff. I don't even know who this person is. They just send me stuff. There's Soul Candle. There's Trash Bag Ripper. There's this person again. Like, I don't know who this is. Owl. Owl. I didn't even know he still played the game. I haven't seen Owl on stream in forever. Ryu. Metis. This Chinese guy. Sorry, I don't know your name. Is it the same Chinese guy? Same Chinese guy, different profile. Chinese guy. Forward. Trash Bag Ripper. Noomer. Noomer showed up, dude. Pony. I know this guy. This guy has some sick music on his YouTube channel. Alright, guys. That's gonna be it for today, though. Thank you so much for joining along. There you guys go. The life of a YouTube streamer. You can never send intimacy to anyone. I mean, am I really complaining, though? Okay. By the way, I didn't delete this mail because I wanted to talk to you guys about this. Knight did not get nerfed, but apparently his writing inside the book was wrong, which is hilarious because I always say to go read the book because the book is right about everything. The book was wrong. For some reason, the devs wrote in the book that he decoded 15% slower. This whole time he's been decoding 20% slower. It's just that they wrote it wrong in the book. So now they updated it. They updated now after many months. I wonder how people found out about it, that he decodes 5% slower than shown. Dude, did they like go in here? Did they go in the stats and they see that his duration of cipher decoding? Did they notice that it was the same as like Batter? Batter also has 20% slower, by the way. Did they notice that like it was the same? Like, how did people find out about this? That Knight actually decodes 20% slower and not 15. Knight is so good at pulling people, dude. He's even knighting against his own players, dude. He's like making up chivalrous sympathy abilities, like predicting that everyone gets his decoding wrong and he gets it right. Knight. Okay, this is why I wanted to bring it up. Miki makes a great question. This is why I'm bringing it up. Knight has always had minus 20%. We just didn't know until now. So the devs also didn't know that until now, and they updated in the book. He's always been negative 20%. It's just they wrote it wrong in the book. So, don't worry, guys. Knight didn't get nerfed. His decode, I know it used to say 15 and now it says 20. In the game code, when you actually played the game, he decoded at the same speed as Batter. Even though the book says something else. The book is not connected to the code, right? The book is just like a sign, right? A sign. You see like a floor is wet sign and the floor is completely dry. You go to school, there's always that floor is wet sign and it's never wet, right? It's like that. Exactly. There you guys go. You got it. So it's always been negative 20%. It's just the devs didn't notice until now. And the mail talks about this. Dear visitors, we sincerely apologize for the issue regarding the cipher machine decoding speed for Knight. I'm not reading the whole sentence. After a thorough investigation, we have confirmed that the problem was caused by an incorrect description of the character's external trait, which has now been corrected. Dude, the way even I don't talk like this. Thank you for your attention and valuable feedback. We deeply regret this oversight and will conduct a comprehensive review of all combat-related descriptions as soon as possible. As a token of our apology, please find attached compensation for this issue. We greatly appreciate your understanding and continued support. I remember when the game first came out, every single character... Oops. I remember when the game first came out. Why is it automatically... I don't know if you guys saw that. I remember when every single character's translation in the book was horrible. I don't know if they just didn't have English translators, but almost every single character had like grammar issues. It was really hard to understand what the ability was talking about. I remember Ripper. Ripper had the ability to have infinite fog blades and fog circles. Terrible ability, by the way, because you could just walk out the fog zone. So don't get your hopes up. But no one even knew that he had infinite foggy blades because the translation was so bad. It said that every single time he swings, it expends foggy blades in its wake. Like, what does that mean? It expends fog blades. It's hard to understand because his attack is literally a bladed hand. So it was really confusing. Nowadays, it's more written out. It's more thorough. But like, even if the grammar was right, The actual word flow was confusing. So you could have a perfectly grammatically right sentence and people will not understand it because you wrote it in a way where like it's like, okay, the words are grammatically right. It's just like, what is this man talking about? What is bladed foggy blades? There was never like an area talking about what a bladed foggy blade is. But anyway, that was a long time ago. They definitely made the book a lot better. It used to not be like so specific. I don't even think it used to show you the cooldown of abilities. I don't know if it. I don't even remember if it showed you the cooldown of abilities. I'm pretty sure it did. But stuff like Thief right here, durability depletion 2.6% per second. We never had that before. It even tells you how long the flashlight lasts for, right? Oh no, it doesn't. But it loses 2.6% per second. It would never be that specific in the past. Like, let's look at the map. It never said how much you lost for opening a map. Well, I guess back then you didn't lose anything for opening a map. I don't think it ever said how much you lose per second, though. Like, they've really made it a lot more specific with the game. It tells you that the hunter's position will be exposed. Did you guys know the book used to not say that? That every single time the illusion got hit, that it shows the hunter's position for 15 seconds? For years now, it never said that. So every time the hunter hits your illusion, like even people who I knew would play magician, even they didn't know how long for sure that you could see the hunter. And now it says 15 seconds. It used to not say that. What is this? Magician's unique ability increases movement speed by 50% for 0.87. How would you figure that out? Exactly 0.87. Like, the book is very specific now, and I appreciate it. 0.87 though. I didn't know that. I just said 1 second in my stream. I'm gonna still keep saying 1 second though. Because, dude, why am I going to say 0.87? I'm just gonna say 1 second. But if I need to be specific... Oh, Miki, you remember First Officer? When First Officer released, it was so poorly translated. The ability itself was very confusing. The original First Officer... Oh my god, it was so funny. The original First Officer was literally a troll character. I am not making this stuff up. This is how he used to be. There was literally a character who could close the hunter's eyes. And by that I mean make your screen black for 1 second. And then it becomes, again, you can see again. The whole point of that ability was when First Officer used his watch next to the hunter, he makes a clone of himself that walks in a straight line, just like Journalist Little Bro. Let's say you use a Journalist Little Bro and there's no pal, he just walks in a straight line. They use that exact code for First Officer. Although, because First Officer came before Journalist, I'm sure they repeated that code for Journalist. So that if First Officer's clone ran into a wall, it would just stop running. I don't think it gave footsteps either. Did it give footsteps? I think it at least gave footsteps. When you use the watch, you literally close the hunter's eyes, made their screen black for 1 second, and then when you can see again, you'd see one First Officer running in one direction and another one in the other direction. Just two of them perfectly running, and the idea is, if you don't move and you just run in a straight line, you can't tell which one is the real one or the fake one until they run into a wall. I remember that. That was funny. So useless too. I remember he was literally the most useless rescuer in the game. Hilarious, I will say. Hilarious ability, but completely useless. And it was a one-time use, by the way. It's not like now where you can just like shake your pocket watch. No such thing before. When they reworked Poseidon Watch, I was like, what the heck? This is a completely different ability. Were you really invincible? I don't think that's how he worked out. I'm pretty sure all it did was it made a clone walking in a direction that you were last walking in. And so the whole idea is you have to then turn around and act like you're not that clone. And if Thunder hits you, I'm pretty sure you would still. It also, other things as well didn't make you decode faster after using it. But yeah, it was a completely different ability back then. And I'd love to go back and reread everything about the old First Officer though. I'm so used to the new one. Miki says, I can't get my friend into IDV. Oh no. I was so good at IDV dodgeball long ago. I remember I was playing it with Music Man and the score was like 50-10. Dude, challenge Tato. Challenge Tato in dodgeball, you're losing. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm not making this up. She's a demon at dodgeball. You're actually gonna lose to her. Challenge Tato in dodgeball. I'm very curious if you're gonna still win. Dude, that's like, that scared me. That like Tato didn't like consistently play the game after you know, after we stopped ranking. But dude, she still kept going into dodgeball and she was so stupidly good at dodgeball. I cannot beat her. I cannot beat Tato in dodgeball. She was too good. It's like you had to contact Tato and make her your dodgeball teacher. Well, she doesn't really use Discord anymore, so it's kind of hard to contact her. If you get her number, then you can contact her. Yeah. Yo, let me just toss you her number real quick. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. What do you think of Terror mode? I love Terror mode. I think it's really exciting. And the Crystal Ball mode, originally Terror didn't have the Crystal Ball mode, but when they added that, it was such a breath of fresh air. It's more of like a trolley game mode at that point, more chaotic, but it's more fun, you know? I love Terror. I think it's fun. I enjoy being the hunter in that game mode too. I enjoy playing both the hunter and the knight. I just hate being the squire. Or the squirrel, as I like to call it. I just don't like being a squirrel. But yeah. I think it's a great game mode. I really like it. I don't always go to it. But out of all the game modes, Terror is up there in like top 3 character like game modes that I would play. And I was even in a Terror tournament once. I think we won, right? I was with Ace and I think we won. I was the knight. So we ended up, I think, winning the whole tournament. Man, what's with these cheap people putting Twitch in their username? Come on, guys. You're better than that. Come on now. Alright. No offense to Honor. He can do that. Where are the game modes again? Duo Hunters would probably be my #1 alternate game mode. I would say probably Terror would be my next highest. Blackjack would probably be my 3rd highest. And unfortunately, I don't really like any of these other 4 game modes. There are like... I love the first 3 that they did, and all the other game modes after that, I just don't like them that much. Hide and Seek was a lot of fun when it first came out. Like, just trolling and seeing what you can do. Hold up. Did they change this game mode? Can you play on Moonlit now? Why is the background for Moonlit? I'm really curious. I'm really curious. Is there a Moonlit now? I think there were only like 2 maps you could play on, right? Arms Factory and... What were the maps that you were able to play on? I don't even remember. It's been so long. Anyway, it was a fun game mode for like a bit. Oh, you can play in Hospital, Chinatown, and Moonlit. Were you always able to play on Moonlit? I think you were always able to play on Chinatown. Oh, no. It was always Hospital. Guys, Hospital was the first one, no? Right? You used to only be able to play on Hospital, I think, right? I don't remember Chinatown being a thing. And yeah, Moonlit I definitely don't remember. Yeah, Copycat, out of all the game modes I despise, Copycat is down there the lowest. Definitely my least favorite game mode. Hide and Seek I would say is probably like my 4th highest. I really don't... Frenzy Rhapsody deserves to be higher, honestly, on my ranking. Like, it's such a fleshed out game mode. They did such a good job. The map, I wish they just added more maps, but the balls, the controls, they did a really good job. Unfortunately, it's my 6th favorite. It's the 2nd to least favorite game mode, if I'm being honest. I would rather play Frenzy Rhapsody than Copycat, but I would honestly rather play Phantom Shadows over Dodgeball. I just hate the Dodgeball that much. I'm just that bad at it. I cannot for the life of me. I get confused. I will say maybe the buttons are just not intuitive for my brain. Like for me, I get confused what is throw and what is grab. So many times I'll catch instead of actually throwing. But yeah, it's a very good game mode. It's probably out of all the game modes that are like unique from IDV, it's probably the best one here. If you want to play something more IDV related, then Duo Hunters, Blackjack, and Terror are your way to go. But these other 4, you know, Frenzy Rhapsody is great though. It's really good. I just don't like it. I'm bad at it. I just feel like, man, I feel like I get hit so many times when I shouldn't. It just drives me crazy. What even is this? A mysterious house. Dude, why is Scribbled Ideas like slowly turning into a Roblox? Why does it feel like a creepy Roblox thumbnail to one of those games that have like 1,000 people playing it? It's like a single player horror game. Like, dude, it's giving me creepy vibes. Amori? What? After venturing vast forests, you and your friends decided to climb the big ladder that leads to space. Explore the other world and find Basil? I'm telling you, it's literally Roblox. I'm playing this one. This is literally Roblox at this point. Yeah, I remember when I streamed Amori. I do. Still have the game, I just never finished. I haven't played it ever since I haven't streamed it. Among Us 3D drop, Psyche, we getting on that? No. We're not playing Among Us. I don't care, we're not playing Among Us. Miki, with how long you knew me, I'm honestly insulted you even asked me this question. Dude, frankly, I'm insulted you even asked me. You've been my friend how long, and you don't know how much I hate Among Us? You know how much I hate the game? Too much. I hate it too much. I hate it so much. This is so cool, by the way. Even my name is Amori. Dude, this is really cool, though. There's not a whole lot to do, obviously, but... Man, imagine... I want to see an IDV map like this where it's like a square, and you could fall off anywhere if you wanted to. I would like to see that in like a future map. This is like a kiting area that we never have seen before. Of course, only I would look at a Roblox-like map and think to myself, wow, guys, imagine if they added it to a real kiting map. Like, I'm still in the 1v4 zone. Well, this is really cool. Wow. I'm telling you guys, this is literally Roblox. How did you create that? This is like a Roblox-looking car over here. Roblox-looking bushes. Even the trees. Guys, this is straight up from, like, epic minigames over here. Like, come on. They're just pink and white. You can even drop down here. Oh, no, you can't. Hello? I'm telling you guys, it's literally Roblox. We're literally playing Roblox right now. Can't go wrong with, like, Team Dreamers win. Oh, it's supposed to be 1v1? Oh, I thought there was gonna be like a story. Oh boy, I don't even know what I just played. That was a cool recreation. Recreation though. How do people create these maps? That's what I'm wondering. This is literally Roblox. Red and blue 5v5 shooter? 2 teams of 5 try to take each other down in shooter style game match. You know, judging by how much I hated dodgeball, I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this. Okay, there's no rooms, unfortunately. That's my one complaint. You know what? Screw it. I'll make my own room. We'll see if anyone joins. Can I make it public? Please tell me there's a way to make this room public. Make it a common room? Yes. What does common room mean? You guys remember how I talked about how much better IDV translations got? What is this? Make a common room? What is a common room? What went wrong in the translation? This is what I'm talking about. This is what the whole book used to be. The whole book was like grammatically right, and there were some issues, but most of it was grammatically right. It's just you don't know what it's talking about. Like, what is a common room? I'm just gonna assume it's a public room. I guess, like, right? Okay, it doesn't look like anyone is joining. And my voice is dying anyway. What even is this? Make it the lowest tier. I don't even know how people would find me. Alright, guys. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's stream. Scribbled ideas, man. I don't know what people are doing down there. It seems like it's a whole game separate from Identity 5 though. Dude, I found a parkour obby. I found an obby on Scribbled Ideas and I played it. It's literally Roblox. Roblox in a button. And they keep updating it too. That's the crazy part. They didn't just throw it in the game and never come back. They keep updating it. I swear every week there's like a Scribbled Ideas update. That they just add more stuff to do or like more options and more settings. Like just 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, I read something about how they updated Scribbled Ideas and they added more options. It's crazy, man. Alright guys, I'm gonna... Common room probably means public. Yeah, probably. But I remember when the whole game was like that. Whole game was like, probably. Like, you didn't know anything for sure. Alright. There's a tic-tac-toe game? I don't know how people be doing this stuff, man. I'm like curious how the devs even coded this in. Did they just like throw a bunch of assets in? Like how did they make a sandbox game? I'm sorry, Joseph. I'm gonna call it here. Guys, thank you so much for joining along. I'm gonna take a break now. If you enjoyed this stream, be sure to check out future streams just like this one every Monday and Thursday from 20 to 22 EST time zone. And also you can check out my Discord server where I always announce my streams whenever I play rank and I stream rank. Let's update the score real quickly. 5, 6. 5, 6 ties. Yeah, it's 6 ties. Yeah. How many wins did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mediocre day. And we lost 1 time. That's not so bad. Honestly, that one loss, we probably would have tied it 2 if that anti-crane ran further away from the chair while she before she started getting chased again. Before her borrowed time ran out. Alright guys. With that being said, thank you so much for joining along. I will see you guys later. Take care. How come Seki almost never gets any defeats? I have a good team. I have a good survivor. Green is a really good survivor. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining. I will see you later. Take care. This has been Psyche. Peace out, everybody.